Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celise and welcome back. I thought we would do something a little different today. I haven't painted in legit maybe since the beginning of quarantine. So I thought it'd be good to kind of like let out my creative outlet, just to do something a little more different, just talk and chat with me while I paint. I am hoping to paint something like Winter Wonderland or something like that. Get your paper, get your paint, and let's talk. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work because I don't think I can comfortably paint like this. So what I'm gonna do is, unfortunately, I'm going to face it this way so that I can get a better look, but I promise I'll show you the final piece. I promise. I'm not Bobbi Boss. This is just my little painting journal. If you want, I can show you a few of my paintings at the end. I got my water for my paintbrushes. I got my paintbrushes and my little paint spatulas, but obviously I'm not going to use all of these. It's just here for options. I have my paper towel, my plate to put all my paint on, my easel, and my lovely dovey paint book. It's a multi-purpose use paper, so got it from Walmart for like 10 bucks. I got my sparkling. Oh, and then also my Scotch tape, because I like to outline my borders just so that they're clear and very sharp. I just put the masking tape around the border so that I have a clean border when I am done painting. I have all of my blues that I want to use for the sky. I wanted this topic to be more about, you know, what gaining weight and what that has taught me about, like, you know, my self-esteem, and also what I've just learned from, you know, gaining so much weight. I gained roughly 35 to 40 pounds in a 2-year span, and obviously there are more factors than just eating, and so I just want to make that clear. I don't know why it's been weighing so heavily on my mind recently, but it's just a nasty reminder when I put on my clothes that my clothes don't fit the way they used to. And I've been cycling out my clothes for about a year now because that's where I felt, you know, comfortable doing so after, you know, the initial shockwave of not being able to fit my clothes, or, you know, I only lived in like leggings and scrubs, so it wasn't really a problem that I couldn't, you know, fit my clothes, because usually once I was not working, I was back at home doing my own thing, or I was just working out or whatever. So it's been a really weird reminder that, you know, I've gained weight, so my clothes don't fit necessarily the best, like not all of them. I see my style changing because of the fact that I can't wear certain things anymore. And then also shopping has been kind of like the most stressful thing ever. Shopping for my body now has been one of the most stressful things, because especially because we can't try on clothes anymore, but also, like, you know, you're expecting something to fit but it doesn't, and I'm used to smalls fitting just fine, but now that's not even the case anymore. So that has been a weird wake-up call for me. What I've been trying to do is, well, after the whole shock of not fitting my clothes, what I've been really doing was just trying to learn to love myself. And, you know, part of that was not paying so much attention to my body, because I've noticed that when I was doing that, that's when I felt the worst. You know, seeing my body the way that it was and seeing what it used to be really was kind of devastating. And I don't know if anyone has felt that way too. You know, you feel like a part of you is missing now that you've gained the weight, and, you know, you don't know who you are anymore. And that can be very devastating for a lot of people. I have, kind of like tried to not pay so much attention to my body. However, it was a little stressful because, you know, initially I feel like it had to do with a lot of the fact that I got into my first relationship and my mom pressured me to go on birth control because, you know, that's what I started back in, I believe, June of 2019. Just because it's been, I've been seeing this guy and things happen more consistently. So I've been trying to be more responsible with that. So I went on birth control and I went on the NuvaRing, which had a lot of side effects. Maybe I will have another video regarding that, but unfortunately, like I had a lot of side effects when it came to the birth control, and I am, I'm happy that I'm off of it, but part of it was also that I gained weight. So the weight gain came on kind of suddenly. Like I didn't really notice until like I was waking up fluffy. Like I thought I was bloated, but it wasn't just bloat, it was actually just fat. And so that's when I got a little more serious in the gym again. I am an avid gym goer, so going to the gym was always like a part of my life. It was part of my lifestyle. So that wasn't necessarily the issue. And so when I've been going to the gym, I was swayed into getting a personal trainer because I was like, you know what, I lost the motivation, the discipline, so I'm gonna get a trainer. And this was back in March of 2020. I'm gonna post some pictures so you can see like what I was used to, my initial weight, and then also going to my current weight now. I gained 30 to 35 pounds in a span of a year. And again, there's a lot of factors into why that could be. It was very, 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 very devastating when I first learned of the news, and just noticing that my weight never went down, it only went up. And I just felt like I didn't have any control of, that. And I was still eating fairly well. This is what I have so far. I promise it's gonna look good. I actually can't promise that because I haven't painted it in a while. I think the next thing I want to talk about is basically the factors that I think that have contributed to my weight gain. Obviously stress. It was a stressful time, trying to juggle family, having a new relationship, work, things like that. I also was on birth control for, I believe it was a total of 9 months. And I think that had a lot to do with the weight gain. I am currently off of birth control because I felt like it was more of a traumatic experience. When I'm stressed, I do overeat, and I won't deny that. I am an overeater when I am stressed, and I've always been that way. I've always eaten a lot of food. But the way I've been combating it in the past is I would work out a lot back at school when I was at my lightest weight. And honestly, I feel like it was my ideal weight. I also worked out a lot, and I never took the buses. I was on a large campus and I walked everywhere that I had to go to. How do I feel about my body now? I am definitely in a place where I can look at myself and just be more accepting of the fact that I am in a heavier body. Not necessarily accepting it, because I always feel like I can reach this higher potential of myself. I was in a place where I've been a little more judgmental to people who are of a heavier set, but now being in the position where I am of that weight, I am technically overweight for my height. This can happen to legit anyone. I have been very happy looking at myself in the mirror because at this weight I was able to accomplish things like leg pressing 510 pounds, I believe it. I have over 70 pounds of muscle mass on my body at this weight. So, it wasn't a total loss, and I'm not going to look at myself as some sort of, I don't want to feel bad for the weight that I have gained, because I am happy with the what I've accomplished in this weight that I am in. I also feel more confident in myself than I ever have been. I feel like I disregard my weight now. Back when I was a smaller weight, I used to weigh myself quite often because I thought that my worth was my weight. To have that mindset is so unfortunate. And I'm happy that I'm in a stronger mindset. I feel like everything happens for a reason in that sense. I have found a lot of clothes that have fit my body, or not a lot of clothes because I don't like to partake in unnecessary shopping, even though I do it sometimes when I'm stressed. But I have definitely found a lot of beautiful garments that have hugged my shape in such beautiful ways, and not being so critical of the way that my body lays when I'm sitting or when I'm laying down. It has been very rewarding to be in a space where I am more comfortable with my body. My breasts have gotten a lot bigger. That was another thing that I had a lot of trouble with in the beginning because I already have a large size bust and cup. So finding a bra that fits not only my bust but also my cup was also challenging. So going into a larger bust and a larger cup size, I still find that I'm struggling with finding bras my size because I can no longer fit Victoria's Secret bras. And I do not feel like bras that are available in stores are necessarily for me, that fit me and also complement the way that my breasts are shaped. So that was another struggle of mine. But I have found one bra that I am sticking to for now. It doesn't fit, it does spill a little bit. It is very supportive. So I have been keeping this near and dear to me. Seriously. I've been telling myself and reminding myself, I think I've heard it from someone else, but then again, it may be one of my random thoughts. I'm not sure. But I have been telling myself, and maybe you could tell yourself the same thing, that your body wants to live. They will do everything that they can to make sure that they live. Your body is just a physical adaptation to your living situation. How my body looks is a physical representation of where I am in my life and what I've been putting in my body. So when you think of it as that way, it's a little more comforting. Obviously, weight gain is a little harder on others, especially when there's family members or friends who comment on it. I know it's not easy, but just try to understand where they're coming from because they're not used to it just as much as you aren't to your new weight gain. Such a small and insignificant part of you. You are worth more than your weight. Life isn't about losing the weight. Being this size has nothing to do with your self-worth. It has nothing to do with your beauty. You are still beautiful. You are still worth everything. You still deserve everything that you have. It's very, very important to make sure that you realize that and know that your weight is very insignificant. I have really gotten to a place where I'm very content with my body weight, but I'm also at a place where I'm ready for change. I'm ready to give myself a little more discipline because that's just how I am. I need, drive and all that stuff. So I'm really happy. I'm happy with the rolls that I have. I have a lot of new stretch marks that I get to moisturize every night after I take my shower. As we age, our body will continue to change. It'll never be at a constant weight due to hormones, due to life, if there's any accidents or surgeries or conditions, diseases, things like that. Weight, it falls into that. We either lose it or we gain it. So I'm just trying to appreciate and understand that this is what my body decided to do with what I've provided it. If you are experiencing weight gain or weight loss, I would still check with your provider, your primary care physician, to make sure that everything is okay. I have stressed that for myself. So I did get blood work during my weight gain and everything was fine. So I definitely urge you, if you do have the insurance, you get that, please definitely do. I'm gonna go finish this painting off camera because I don't have that much space. I don't know about you. So I'll see you when I show you my painting. So I'm back and the painting is finished. If you have got to this point, thank you. And this is the painting. And ta-da! If you like this video, definitely leave me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing if you want to see more content from me. And yeah, thank you so much again, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye.